taking a look at these drafts, I mean, WE, they have some ability to push around their opponents early on. My worry that when we get into a mid-game team fight for WE, this. Okay, thinking about ultimates, you had noted Monkey half a level down on his opponent. Pace now has the killer instinct. And with Scout, you can still cut this across. Let's watch Karis now.
He's got that Rakan ultimate, Ezreal ultimate coming through. It's going to not do much to Cube. Flash burn as Vampire went in, and now they're going to turn on him. He's going to flash away. Backside of the fight. Pace is forced off a little bit, but Cube and Monkey in a 2v2 over on the side. We saw the Rakan ultimate, but they go all in on Monkey. Oh, and it's a split fight, and Team WE is unable to win it. It was a fight that, as you said, should be overtly winning for Team WE. And they're just not able to get the job done. Now Monkey has to solo ult Shun here. They're going to try to turn it all around on him, but a good ultimate knocks him all away. And a great Reaver's Wall means that the bot lane of Team WE are completely cut off.
An inability for WE to synchronize on that fight means that it is getting worse and worse for them.
It is an absolute disaster class right now. All Team WE came out of the gate, rolled their ankle with Karis getting taken down to half and making lane very difficult. Ultimate from Karis will be unused. We see double teleports coming in, dragging down to about 3,000 HP. Team WE, I think they do want to fight this. They haven't met a fight that they haven't liked, Alk, and they're going to go all the way in, and they're going to blow up Karis. He's got to try to get out of there, but he gets knocked up on the backside, and he can't do a damn thing. The dragon is secured by JDG. Pays forced to flash out as he's burning away. Big knockups from Xiaoshu. More knockups from Scout as Vampire is low, and he finally falls. But Taeyun is healthy. He's caught in a corner. He's knocked up. He's got to flash out.
Oh my God.
Blinking health bars on both sides, but it's JDG who can close out the kills.
I feel so bad for WE because you look at that fight and there are so many members of JDG.
Maybe you could steal the Weaver's Wall and do something. Maybe you could steal Ornn's ultimate too. We'll see what the move is as JDG go and clear this mid wave, and they walk all the way up here. 3,000 HP on the Herald. Weaver's Wall coming out to try to get onto Cube. They're going to go all in for him. Herald will be secured by the side of Team WE, and they blow up the Rumble.
Teleport came out from Wink to try to put him in a flank position. Karis is on vision, does not know. He gets out with a Rocket Belt proc. It is going to be Cube's life for the Herald. WE finally gets something on this map, and look what they're doing. Pace sitting in mid lane.
Oh my goodness, man. They had to know that this was an potential for JDG to cut them off of the pass. Karis, once again, making a mistake. 6 kills to nothing for JDG. Like this, it's A-okay, right? Team WE, you're going to need to do a lot to make this Herald worthwhile. Another turret going down on the top side, giving Xiaoshu.
Has 2 splits in a row where he doesn't perform, and he had a heartfelt message saying, I'm obviously hoping to be back next year. See if they can do anything versus this Ornn.
Well, it's going to be hard to kill, but they're working hard to do it. He misses the call, the Forge God. He will burn away, and the Rift Card will be used on the top side, so Team WE trying to get some gold back in their pockets.
All right, this is gold not only for Cube and for them. They get the turret, which is an objective bounty. Maybe they can take some of these topside camps and get Monkey into a good spot. How much more can they grab from this? Because I'm looking at the map. Scout's getting a bottom lane turret for himself. And if this play goes on for too long, it could be a dragon on top of it.
Vampire was forced to heal, but he's going to get flashed after by Shun. Shun and Pays looking to make plays here. Knock up to disrupt Wink. So Monkey slips out the back.
Wink's looking for it. Has heal, has flash. They're going to use the ultimate. Monkey doesn't get out.
Oh, he got taunted up. He'll slide out once again, but he will not be able to survive this time as Pays will flash after him to take him down, and it should be soul point for JDG.
2 kills, the turret on bottom side, and the dragon, like you were mentioning. Soul point here at 19 minutes is one hell of a way to open up after a pretty disappointing loss. It sucks because WE, an exciting lineup that we saw in Split 2, make a mid-season resurgence, but kind of the lack of cleanliness, maybe the fact that they had such long of a break, they were kind of
contender come out of the LPL. But this is a matchup of a lack of consistency between JDG and Team WE, and maybe this could be the start of a semblance of something as Otacon burnt low, going down the headbutt out, but it is still secured by JDG. Call the Forge God coming through, only hitting a couple. Now it's the real call of the Forge God. This time it's going to go on to Cube. He's forced to flash away.
We're getting closer to those third items, and for WE, the gold is just really stretched right now. Cube's going to die, and they'll even grab themselves another turret here with demolished procs from Xiaoshu. I just think that some of the matchups that we had drafted for ourselves obviously did not go the way that we thought they would. In early game level 1, put Karis at a disadvantage, and it just has not looked good since.
Yeah, bad from the start, bad in the mid game, bad now. 35 seconds until Ocean Soul for JDG. Scout's going to come through with the Weaver's Wall, but it only cuts off his buddy Wink. Wink's got to flash over the wall to get over to the boys and keep Shun alive. Knock him down onto the Wukong as they're going to turn all the way onto Vampire. And going way deep is Pays. He's got to flash out, but he did enough damage to get these guys low. And now they're going to look for Taeyun. Taeyun's going to be able to shift over the wall. And JDG will not be able to chase him, but they win another fight.
They go through mid-wave. They can grab themselves the soul after they push this. Jingdong Gaming, though, incredibly dominant here in game number 1 WE.
Yeah, there's just no way that Team WE's comp has the damage to play into that. Even if they get their perfect fight, it's just not enough burst, really, unless you find it all into Pays. But even then, it will be a struggle. Vampire teleports up top and has teleported right into JDG.
Well, hey, the teleports up top might be ball up top, too. Goodbye, Vampire. He's gone. Baron's going to start in 8 seconds, and they've got an Kaisa with a Ocean Soul. I have zero reason to believe that this game is going to be going on for much longer. We can kind of talk about a fun stat that you and I were pulling right before the broadcast. WE against the top 5 teams above them from Split 2 placements are 2-16 in series. And those 2 series wins come from playoffs of Split 2, where they were able to find victories against top esports and JDG.
Yeah, the fact that their playoff record overall was 2-2 against these teams, 6 wins, 9 losses in individual games, doesn't sound great on paper. A huge improvement for them compared to what they had done earlier in the year and even earlier in the split.
No, but for JDG, this is a hard game to rate because of how well it's gone for them and some of the mistakes from their opponents.
Yeah, I mean, good on them for taking advantage of these mistakes, but it's not like they created too many opportunities for themselves. The opportunities came, they took advantage, sick, really good stuff, but we need to still see more from JDG. What we will see is them closing out the game here as they've taken out the top inhibitor turret. They'll move it over into mid, they'll take out that inhibitor, as well as that top inhibitor that also went down. It looks like they'll go for the clinical finish here and back out. Bro, Masterwork, Phantom Dancer, FF, just it's over. What is going to be over is this final fight. Karis is going to flash over the Weaver's Wall. The final inhibitor will fall as the minions pour into the base. Vampire taken below half HP. He's going to go in, try to knock Wink into the rest of his team, but that means they're all taunted and charmed. Oh, this is a disaster. They're going to move on to Cube. Big double knockup coming through. Cube has got to go golden under his turrets. Stolen Call the Forge God does a lot of work. And the health bars might be a little low for JDG, but it is too little, too late. Pays in the face of everybody on Team WE, forcing them into the fountain. The final Nexus turret will fall, and JDG, a dominating Game 1 win.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.